Thanks for coming to Garage.0, watch my videos where I build stuff and do stuff. Enjoy. While installing the solar on the Rogue, I just put 2 panels. I made it so I can put another panel over there. So one's pretty much centered, and then this one comes down with a Y, comes into here, right behind this, about right here. So a little bit over from the door. I drilled a hole about 4 1/4. Oops, about 4 1/4 over. There's wires in there. I just barely touched them, but I didn't mess any insulation up. And then now it's gonna go straight through, and I gotta get something to be able to go from there to there. I was gonna put it in the side, but I didn't want to be able to see the wires, so we'll go down that way. And I got one of these. I'll put butyl tape on it and then screw it down, run the wires through that. That seals the wires. Alright, I'm going to show you how I did the solar. There's the solar. There's that, I don't know what them things are called, for the input for the solar. And then there's the 2 wires that go up to the solar panel. The black comes down here. See if I can get you down there to show you. The black comes down here. The black comes down here and hits this terminal block. That way you can, everything that's got to come into the battery just comes into that. And then there's a solar controller that fits in there. The Rover 30 amp MPPT charger. That fits in there. And I got a BT, where'd it go? Right over here. I got a BT1 that talks to the Core 1 for that. And here's what I did inside. I put a breaker right here, so the power from the solar panel comes to here, then goes to the solar charger. That way I can turn the solar off if I want to, really fast. Plus it'll protect it. So if I'm somewhere where I don't need solar coming in because I'm plugged into the campground, I'll just turn that off. And then you can see how much you got coming in, which is nothing. 11.8 volts. 0.07 from my LED lights. And then I don't know if I showed this on a different video, so I'll show it here. The Rogue, the shunt that I put on, the 82.8 volts, I put the temperature thing right here so I didn't have to do another temperature. So that's technically indoor temperature. And then this temperature, battery temperature, I actually taped to the top of the battery. I installed a soft start, and I had to put it over there. They had double side tape on it, and I'm routing the wires right through there and into there. And if you follow their instructions, it's actually pretty easy to see where everything goes. I put everything. They wanted you to go to the compressor, but instead of going to the compressor, I just cut the wire right here. This one goes down to the electrical box inside, and then it comes up and goes to the compressor. So instead of messing with wires over there and over here, I just cut that. But if you follow instructions, it's pretty easy. That's what else I'm doing to the Rogue. So we did a first time using the AC in the Rogue. And to me, it wasn't getting cold enough. It only says it was about 65 in here. And the AC kept kicking off, and the thermostat was turned down all the way. So I took this, don't take this one out, but there's a whole bunch of screws. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 screws to take all this down. And then you can get to this, which is in this box. And there's a little set screw right there. I turned it to the left about 2 turns, and I'm going to try it tonight. See if it gets colder. More stuff I've done to the Rogue. I'm going to just add all these videos together. And I wanted to add a quick connect to the other side for the water heater that I'm going to use. So mine came with a quick connect on this side, and they have some kind of weird push-in fittings. So my plan was to change that out and make it go across there, but that didn't work out. So what I ended up doing is I interrupted the hose. I interrupted the hose in here. So this hose originally came up and went to the stove. I interrupted it and put it here. And then that was a 3/8 flare. And I got a 3/8 flare fitting. 3/8 flare to 3/8 pipe. So you can go into this block. I'll link that block in the description. And then I have this hose. I actually got this hose for something else. I just took the regulator off. So that was 3/8 to 3/8 flare. And that goes up behind the stove. Right back in there. That's 3/8 flare, the stove is. And then I came out with a 1/4 inch. I got this hose that comes into this 1/4 inch from Menards. That goes down through the floor to another one of them blocks. So that block, I got all this off Amazon. I got this block off Amazon, this quick connect off Amazon. This hose I had for something else, I'm not sure what. The quick connect hose. And then I pretty much got all this from Menards. That way you can see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it good there. I got all that from Menards. Some of it I had, that's why I used it. If I was to get the right 90 that has male threads on both sides, then I would have been able to eliminate a connector. But this is all 3/8, so I had to go 3/8 to 1/4 inch. So now I have a quick connect now on the driver side of it. That way I can connect my heater. And then I just put a eye hook. I cut an eye hook, turned it around backwards, so you can still climb this without this really catching on you. So let's go to the whiteboard and I'll show you what I did. Alright, let's see if you can follow along with this. I'll try to go slow enough. So this was the old quick connect for the grill. There's a line that comes from the propane tank to this block, quick connect, and there's a line that comes to, it used to go to the stove, but now it goes to the thing, the block that I put in there. And the block had 3/8, 3/8 by 1/4, and 1/4 on one side. So what I did is a flare fade, and it kind of looks like that. 3/8 flare on one side, 3/8 pipe. I threaded it into here. So that goes from 3/8 flare to 3/8 pipe. And then I had another hose that I took apart. So I went from 3/8 pipe up to the stove, which is 3/8 flare. I didn't realize that was flare until I took it apart, but that's flare. 3/8, the stove is 3/8 flare. And then after that, I went from the 1/4 inch side, because I have a 1/4 inch hose, goes back outside under the camper, and then this is the quick connect for the water heater now. 1/4 inch pipe on that side, the stuff that I bought from Amazon threaded right in there. The 3/8 pipe on this side, I had to use some adapters because I was coming in with 1/4 inch. And then this side, I just put a 3/8 plug. So now, this is on the driver's side, this is on the passenger side. So now I have my quick connect on that side for my water heater, or whatever else you want to use it for on that side. I'm kind of hoping too, if I just do a little buddy heater in here or something, it'll work for that. So we'll see. Or I might get a T or something just for when I do that. I can put a T right there, or unplug the grill and put a buddy heater in. Because I want eventually I want the walls for this awning. Alright, I'll show you the next, well here, before I do it, there's something I did. Let's see how bright this is. There was these lights up here, the ones that you push the center. So I got one of the same kind of lights that they put in the cabinets that has motion. So then I'm just going to pretty much leave this one off unless we're cooking. And then this one will be motion. I like being able to walk up to the camper and it'll be dark and then light up when you get there. So we'll get to the next project. We'll get these all grouped together so you can see them all. Alright, that's all little projects for the Rogue. I think I'm going to try to mount the water heater on the outside. So that'll be the next video. So until then, see ya. Have a good day. Bye.